Following this week's rain event, we are joined by Dr. Nick Peake, Chief Executive of Hawke's Bay Regional Council, to discuss how the region fared. Thank you for joining us, Nick.
Thank you.
So what parts of the system were most affected by this most recent rainfall?
Really, we got fairly high levels of rainfall right across the region. So some of the highest rainfall totals up in the ranges, between 250 to 300 mils. And then if we look north to Wairoa, probably had the most persistent bands of rain. So the rainfall in the Wairoa area has taken longer to clear than anywhere else. Broadly, though, the river systems have coped really well, and the rivers have stayed largely within their banks across the region, and we haven't seen any threat to stop bank systems.
Great. So what was the peak rainfall this week and whereabouts was it?
From memory, it was up in the ranges, behind Napier and up towards central Hawke's Bay, where we looked at about 289 mils over the past 3 days.
That's a lot of rain. Were there any lessons that were taken out of Gabrielle that were applied to this event?
Yeah, certainly. We did a lot of work in advance of this event with Met Service around integrating our flood modelling work with their forecasters, and we've spent quite a lot of time strengthening that relationship since Gabrielle. We worked really well across all the councils, and the local councils, Wairoa, Central Hawke's Bay, Napier, Hastings, reached out to their communities and community hubs to keep people informed of what was going on, and used the Civil Defence Group as a coordination centre behind the scenes for that.
Great. Well, the public is obviously more sensitive to rain events like this than they would have been in the past. What is the Regional Council doing to ensure that these rain events are contained?
There's a huge program of work to, first of all, rebuild flood defences that were damaged during the cyclone, and that is largely now done. We're now embarking on the work for all of those places that are in Category 2 to provide flood mitigation for them. We've also put in place, if you like, a triple protected telemetry network. So and the telemetry network is what collects information from rivers and provides us with rainfall data across the region. So that is now digital. It goes via satellite as well as the more standard kind of analog and radio systems. And all those sites were up and running through the process. We're also, with the help of the Crown, investing in a number of new pump stations across the region.
Great. And when can these pump stations be expected to be ready to go?
Business case is just going through the process we have to do with government, and so look to start construction of that as soon as we possibly can. Probably the summer construction period will be the best time to get that infrastructure in place.
Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me today, Dr. Nick.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your work.